corn that I plowed up the other day. It's awful dry, but there's still enough moisture in the ground. We're gonna try to get it in the ground. So y'all hang tight, we'll be there in a few minutes. All right, everybody, I didn't get any video of me planting it, just kind of done it kind of quick. There's 8 rows there, 8 rows there, what I plowed up. Over there on the far end, I left 5 rows from before. I actually left 5 rows, I plowed up 1 row. But I replanted it. That is much, much straighter, because I'm sitting up here at the road side of the field, see? Road's right there. So when I ride by here now and I see that, I can deal with that instead of it being all zigzaggedy and crooked. That looks much better. So like I said, just a quick little update on this deal. Like I said, I put this corn in the ground. I got a little video I'm gonna do at the house. I redone some stuff on my sprayer yesterday afternoon. I didn't video much of it. I didn't video any of it all, but I'm gonna go over that and go over how I calibrate that sprayer. So I'll bring it back when I get back to the house. So y'all hang tight. All right, everybody, this is the first corn I planted. You can see a little green. That's green up down the hill. That's all corn. That's the top of the hill. Where that corn's coming up is where this playground under it. This right here, it's a little bit popping up right there, but not as good because it doesn't have as much moisture in the ground under it. If we get a little rain, it'll jump. So just a little update on the corn. Figured I'd add this into this video. I was on the way back to the house, and rode over here and looked at it. So it don't look too bad. So y'all stay tuned. All right, everybody, this is what I was talking about, the sprayer. I actually went through it. Had to replace all the tubing on the back, on the boom. It's got the tips on it now. I actually used the same fittings. All I had to do was replaced the tube and the hose clamps. I had the tube. I put valves on it so that I guess if you really wanted to, I could turn this valve, turn it off and turn that boom off, or I can turn that valve off and turn that boom off, right? I can turn both booms off and just spray with the middle one. Really, it was to do that for whenever you're checking it, and let's say most of the time your N2 nozzles are going to get stopped up, so I can turn that off. If one of these 2 nozzles get stopped up, I can turn it off and turn that side off, take it apart, blow it all out, put it back together without having to turn the PTO pump off. And so, or like I said, I can spray one side or the other. Up there on the top side of that field, I'm gonna spray. There's a bunch of grass up there. I got about 20, there's about 20 gallons of water in it right now. It's 30 on this side and 20 on the other side, so there's probably 25 gallons. So I'm gonna add just a little bit to it. I calibrated this sprayer yesterday. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about that. I'll tell you roughly what I done. Calibration on them. There's tons of videos on calibrating a sprayer. Now, if you have one and you're going to calibrate it with the tractor you're going to use it with continuous. So I calibrated it with this tractor. If I use it on the 444, I'll calibrate it to that tractor, or I'll calibrate it to that one. So basically what you do is you want to do 100 yards and you want to check one nozzle output for 1 minute. So I don't run 100 yards to get my time on how long it takes me to run 100 yards. So what I do is, if you break 100 yards down into threes, is 100 foot. So there's 300 foot in a yard. So I mark off 100 foot. I run 100 foot into gear and the RPMs that I want to spray in, that I'm going to spray in the field with. And I run that 100 yards. I get my time that it took me, which is like 23.85 seconds to run 100 feet. So I multiply that by 3, and I get roughly 72 seconds for 100 yards. So, and then the math is you check one sprayer nozzle output. So I got five nozzles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I check my sprayer output, and let me go over here. Y'all hang tight. All right. You can get these at Agri Supply, Tractor Supply. You can get them all over the place. So all it is basically just a 32-ounce measuring cup. So I hold that under one nozzle for 60 seconds, for 1 minute. Holding it on there for 1 minute, I see how many ounces I get. Okay, and you have the tractor running with the pump on, sprayers on, at the same RPM that you drove the 100 yards. So I hold it under the nozzle, and I count for 60 seconds, which I get 55 ounces out of the one nozzle in 1 minute. So I do that times 5, and that gives me my total output across the boom. Okay, and then I times that times 0.18905. I think that's the number. I got it wrote down in the notebook. Matter of fact, let me go over here and get it. But you times it times that, and that gives you a number. So once you get that number, then you take and you divide that times the spray width. With a spray width on that boom, the boom measures a little over 10 feet, and the spray width on it for the nozzles is actually 12 feet. So you divide it by 12 feet, that gives me 15 point something gallons per acre is what I'm spraying. So give me just a second. Let me get these books out of here. I got it wrote down in one of them. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here's the math on that. 72 seconds is 135 ounces for across all 5 nozzles, and then it's 0.018905, and that's your measurements for a I forgot exactly what that is. I'll have to look back on that link. I found that a long time ago when I done this, but that gives you 183.7566 divided by 12 feet gives you 15.31 gallons per acre is what that thing sprays. So that being said, with that sprayer, it puts out 15 gallons per acre. So my roundup is you don't want to put out more than 5 quarts annually. So I break it down, and I want about a quart, probably about a quart to 2 quarts acre. So I'm gonna just say a quart an acre up there because there's not a whole lot of weed pressure. Like I said, I'm gonna say about a quart per acre. There's not a whole lot of weed pressure up there. So I'm gonna put 2 quarts to that. I'll probably bump it on up to 30 gallons. I'm gonna put 2 quarts in there, and it's windy as all get out today, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna spray it kind of low to the ground just to knock that grass down. I'm gonna plow over it anyway. I just want to burn any seeds down, but I probably won't get any video of that because I don't want the spray to get all over my camera or anything, all that Roundup. But I'm gonna go and put 2 quarts in the sprayer and run up there and spray that real quick. And like I said, I replanted that a while ago, but just a little deal on that sprayer, calibrating that sprayer. Like I said, if you really want to know how to calibrate it, there's tons and tons of videos on calibrating the sprayer, all kind of information online. Just a little quick video put together here. So like I said, I'm gonna go up there and put 2 quarts to this thing and let it agitate while I run up there and spray it. And we'll bring y'all back when I'm up there. Thank you. All right, everybody. I got through spraying over there. I sprayed about roughly 2 acres. Maybe not quite 2 acres. The wind got up on me while I was over there, so I had to stop, and I finished it off. So I didn't get a whole lot of video, or didn't get any video over there. If anybody's got any questions about how that sprayer's set up, just feel free to comment and let me know. I got back a couple of hours ago, and I got the sprayer cleaned up, tried to put under the shed. I rinsed that sprayer out, took all the tips off, and I put them in water, let them soak, and let them dry out. So it's all dried out. I need to take the pump off, but I'm probably gonna spray again. I may spray the rest of that big field down there. What I'm not gonna plant, what I'm gonna plant wheat on, instead of plowing it. But like I said, if I don't, I'm gonna take that pump off and blow the water out of it and clean it up good. But I filled that tank up and circulated water through it and washed it out real good. Like I said, this is just a little quick video today. Didn't have a whole lot going on. I got some stuff going on tomorrow and a few other things coming down the drain. If we can get some rain, I'm gonna try to plant the rest of that big field. The potatoes in the garden, I need to do an update on them. When I healed them the other day, they're doubled in size what they were when I rolled dirt on them the other day. So I got some string bean seed that I need to plant. I've been putting off. I'm gonna go ahead and plant them probably tomorrow or either Friday. Tomato plants in the ground. So that's just a little update on the garden. I got sweet corn planted. I need to go down and look at it and see if it's coming up. It's been in the ground a week. Oh man, maybe, yeah, a week. I think a week today. So but yeah, I think a week today. And just a few other things going on. Like I said, I just want to get ready to plant that corn. The corn up there in that big field, there's a clip in here of that corn. It's coming on pretty good, especially on the hill. Up on the top of the hill, there's more water in the ground, more moisture in the ground. Down on the bottom side of that hill, as that hill rolls off, it's a lot sandier. So there's not as much coming up down there, but when you go around up on the top side, there's a good bit coming up. So, like I said, yeah, just a little short what's going on. And like I said, thank y'all for watching, and y'all please hit that like button and subscribe. Thank y'all again.